we're going to pick about 100 drivers that we're going to grow. So, again, I'll show this at the end of the presentation too in a few minutes here. drivewithtryp.com/first. Write this down now, and it'll come up in a few minutes again. Let's go to the next slide. Guys, understand? Change is inevitable. And companies or people that don't change see a result that generally favorable, especially if you're in technology. Let's take some examples of companies that didn't change. How many of you remember Circuit City? How many of you remember Borders? Right? A lot of our competitors are now such large companies and such large ships that it takes them time to change, which gives us an opportunity. So if you think of Uber and Lyft as the Barnes and Nobles of the rideshare industry, and they've done a decent job of that. But now they left all this opportunity for us to come and make it something that you actually want to do, something that you can feel safe and happy doing, and earn a good living doing. Understand, if we get this right, what we do here today, in fact, not hundreds of millions, but billions of lives around the world. And part of the main reason that we're going to do that is because we're going to build that together with all of the riders and drivers, not only in the US, but globally, everywhere we go. Who believes in that? Let's go to the next slide. So, here's what I want you guys to remember. When we launch, are we going to make mistakes? So what do we do when we make mistakes? We fix it, but we fix it together. How? We build a better trip together. Nothing that we do is at all about us. A lot of the people Bob mentioned today in the management team, in almost every single team member here in this company is so dedicated, even believe in Tryp. So, with that, make sure you're part of this drive and keep building a better trip together with us. Say with me, a better trip together. Thank you.
I mean, how cool is that? Trip, 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 trip. Okay. Hey, Taha. So I hit this button right here that says upgrade, right? Can you and then how do I do the picture thing again? So, well, we'll do this later? Okay, yeah, all right, that's cool. All right, yeah, I got it, all right. Because 150%, that's awesome. That means you will have the money in your account 50% more, okay? Everybody got that. So, hey, if you guys don't mind, just real quick, I'm just gonna take a selfie for my parents, okay? You're cool with that? Like, it's just a second, all right? So you guys just all smile, okay? Everybody smile for the picture of my parents. Hey, Mom, look how cool. She'll like that a lot. She really will. So she's like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, oh, nothing. Just helping launch this awesome company. Just an average weekend. So, hey, we've got a really cool video for you guys. Please roll it. Yeah! I have been waiting all night for this moment. You guys know who's coming? I mean, I can't. He's just an awesome, awesome individual. I hope you all get the opportunity to sit down with him one at a time afterward, okay? We're gonna line up over here. You're gonna talk to all of them, all right? You're good with that? Yeah, won't take long. It's like, oh man, I don't know if we're gonna invite you back here, do you, Bill? Hey, but anyhow, I wanna introduce to you Mr. Bob McNulty, the visionary of this company.
So, everybody standing, don't sit down yet. Don't sit down yet. You have to do something I want you to do. So, you know, we're in the Me Too movement, so I have to be careful, right? So, but I want you to do something that's really cool. Turn around and grab somebody, give them a hug, tell them you love them, or shake their hand. Real simple. Let's say, everybody give it up. Come on. I scare my friend. Here you go. Give it up. How unbelievable is this tonight? Quick, sit down. Quick, relax. This is unbelievable tonight. The speakers, the people we have here, our business partners, Kyle, is phenomenal, great company. Biggest ever. We had 10 meetings with you guys over the last 3 or 4 months to put a deal together. Nick is just phenomenal, man. This guy is so cool. My son came over, I think he's got a 63 Chevy pickup, and I saw you have a Ford, like a 58 or 59. So my son's there, they're both the same age. They actually went to the same high school. And then Nick says to my son, hey, let's go drag race in the parking lot. So they both get in their truck and they drag race. I didn't even know it till tonight. Nick says, yeah, let me. So it's very cool. So you have all these diverse people in your business. And watching this grow and talking about our story, you want to cue that up for a minute back there, David? Oh, what's that? Oh, put the mic closer. I don't know if I can make it closer. You guys can hear me? Okay. I mean, I can take this off and talk to you, probably still hear me. So, when I first started the business, I always like to tell the story about our company, how it starts. And it starts before I ever asked the first guy to join this company with me, which is Dave Motta, who put this whole presentation together in the last week. So give it up for Dave. I texted him tonight around 4 to 5, and I said, hey, David, you better get up in the room, man, get a shower, get cleaned up, and let's go down together. And he texted me back and says, I don't have the time. So he's in his sweaty shirt he's been in all day, breaking his, you know what, put the show on. So this guy's amazing, amazing. So I started thinking about this business model a little over 2 years ago. And how I got cued into it is I really believe in people, and I'm always watching in behaviors of people. I come from the retail business, and retailing is all about people. It's all about customer service, doing 100 things right every single day of your life to satisfy that customer. And then what happened was about 4 years ago, I was with my son, Rev, and this is a true story. he said, hey, Dad, I got to drop the car off. And I was spending the night at his house. So I got to drop the car off in the morning to get the car serviced. And I said, okay, so make sure you get a car. And I never even heard of Uber. Nothing. I had no clue. I was brainless about this. So I said, make sure you get a car to pick us up because we got to go to Beverly Hills. And we're in Venice. So we get to the service place, and I don't like being late. I'm pretty punctual. We get to the service place, and I'm going, okay, like, where's the car? I'm like looking for a town car to pick us up, right? So I'm tapping my foot, and I'm going, hey, Rep, man, where's the car? We can't be late because we got a 45-minute drive across town. He goes, oh, don't worry, Dad. And then I really started getting worried, right? So he goes, it'll be here shortly. I said, well, how does he know it's going to be here shortly? He hasn't even got a phone call. And I go, Rep, hey, dude, we got to get going. And I'm pointing to the phone, look at the time. So he goes, just cool your jets. So I go, okay. So I said, what's up with you, man? Where's the car? He said, come here, let me show you something. So he pulls out his phone, and he shows me the screen, and there's little moving cars. I thought he was showing me an app, like a toy app or some nonsense, a game or something. And he says, well, our car's right there. I said, what? He says, yeah, our car's right there. See that car? It's going to be here in 1 minute. And literally 1 minute later, his car shows up. And I'm going, wow. And I grew up in LA, okay? So I know the traffic issues, cars, all that kind of stuff. So we get in the car, ride up to Beverly Hills. Go to a meeting, get done in an hour and a half, walk out of the meeting. I didn't realize it, but while he was in the meeting, he calls for a car. Sees it's 5 minutes away. We've got 5 minutes left or so in the meeting. He orders a car. We walk downstairs. The car pulls up. We get in the car. We drive back to. It's really amazing. I said, how does this work? So he's telling me, never own a car. Why would you ever want to own a car, right? So I had no idea. And then he said, hey, well, just download this app. It's Uber, and start using it. And I started using it, but not too often. And then what happened was, one day I used it, and I saw 2 names on the car. I saw a sticker that said Uber, and right underneath it was this other company I hadn't even heard of called Lyft. And I'm going, what's the first thing about branding you want to do? It's called brand protection. You want to protect your brand. I said, that's not brand protection. You got 2 guys, one guy doing 2 jobs. And you're going like, what's with that? How does that work? So I actually started doing interviews with Uber drivers because I didn't have a Lyft app. By the way, I discontinued my Uber app. The only one I have is Lyft. So the reason I discontinued because of some of the problems. But anyway, so as I was going around taking rides, and I would just go take rides to find out what the hell's going on with 2 stickers on each one. So, and I literally would take a ride, and then they have them drop me off like at Starbucks, it's $5, $10 ride, whatever. And then I'd go inside because I didn't want to look like a dodo and get the same car I just got out of. So I get running around. I did over 100 interviews, and all of them were the same. I asked people like, how long have you been driving? Can you make money? Things like that. And invariably, it got uglier and uglier as I started going around. So I was doing my own research, and I didn't even know I was going to get the space. I just got really inquisitive about our industry that we're all in now, right? So my conclusion was, looks like there might be an opportunity here. You just got to figure out how to solve all these problems. Basically, Taha just outlined the problems, right? And 3 things that are problems in this business. One, the biggest single one is a driver. What do they make? They can't even afford to ride. So I had to figure out how do you solve that problem. So literally, this is no joke. I'm getting in the shower, my brain's going all night long. How do we solve this problem? Get more money in the driver's pocket. So I said, oh, it's a technology company. It's really simple. It's a SaaS business model, subscription-based. Give everything to the driver and take what you need to make a profit. Makes sense? That's a pretty simple strategy, right? So that's what we're doing. We're just doing a very simple strategy, taking all the complication out of it, being very transparent on the ride itself, so the driver knows exactly what the rider paid and all the pieces and components. When you look at your receipt, it's exactly what you think it is and what you looked at. With Taha, and believe me, the story you just told up here about the complexity of a ride from the Uber or any other rideshare company on the planet, because they're all built off the same business model, is the same problem. Taha is one of the brightest individuals I've ever met in my life. And he's, for a guy that's a geek, he's also pretty dynamic, right? I mean, this guy doesn't get it on. So, it's just, it blew me away like 3 weeks ago. That, you know, I probably communicate with at least probably 100 people in this room. I don't know if y'all know that, y'all think you're special. But you keep sending me hits up on Messenger, and I give up my phone number online, I give up my email, you guys are always talking to me all the time. So we're getting a lot of information. We couldn't figure out how they split that money up, right? I mean, we literally put everything on a spreadsheet, we took bill after bill, dissected it, and we still couldn't figure it out. And I'm going like, wow, no wonder this thing's screwed up. So every rideshare company that started in the business as of today has cloned one business model, and now it's Uber. Dare to say that their business model is a flawed business model. This is the first time in my business career in 40 years I've ever said that about any company, and I'm in the startup business. I would have never gone after these guys had not I believed that their business model is flawed, and we could do it better. So it's all about how do you look at the business itself. How do you mobilize an army? Look what you guys did tonight. How many people are in here? 1,500 people tonight? We're just getting started. But it's all about you guys. It's a very simple equation for me. If we take care of our business, the business will take care of you. And you're our business. We're taking care of you every single minute. Everything we do, thought process goes into take care of the driver. I was at a meeting yesterday with our group that came, some of the guys that came in from California and Minnesota yesterday. We were at a meeting with 50 leaders, and one of the questions that comes up a lot is, what are you going to do a year from now? You're going to raise your prices. We're going to raise the subscription prices, they're telling me. And you don't know me that well. I don't raise any prices. I go the other direction. It's called taking market share. The pricing you see today, I don't know what it's going to be a year from now, but I guarantee you that $79, that $139, and that $199 will be lower a year from now, not higher. And I'm going to tell you why. It's about smart business. That puts more money. We just gave you a raise when we lower the prices, right? But guess what else we just did? We're taking more market share away from people. Okay? We're going to get more drivers to drive for us, not less drivers driving for us. We're going to get more customers coming in the door of your car than less customers. That's how I view the world in business. I've always been at the end of the business that says, lower your costs, drive your business. You can sustain a higher rate of revenues by doing that and making more money, actually. So those are the things we think about in the big picture and how this business got started. So I had known Dave Motta for probably good on toward a year. We had talked on and off, never really about business, just in general, getting to know. Most of my friends are a lot younger than me, and I was saying today, just to be fun, most of my friends are dead. So, but, most of my friends are very young, very energetic, very smart. So I called Dave on the phone, and I said, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to be in town in about a week. You want to get together? And he says, oh yeah, let's get together. I said, okay, let's go meet for coffee, whatever. So we ended up having lunch. We turned into, he thought, not me, he thought it was going to be about a 30-minute lunch. Turned into about a 2-hour meeting. Talked about business, and I kind of slid into the business model. I said, what do you think about Uber? What do you think about this? And I said, what do you think about joining this company if I go do this? And he said, I'm in, man, 100%. I love the business model. He said, we can do this. I said, okay, it's a startup, right? He goes, yeah. That means you're not going to make any money, okay? But I'm going to give you a big piece of the company. So he got on board. That was 18 months ago when I had that meeting. 18 months ago. He is amazing. So David, I know you're hiding back there because you're all sneaky. Where is he? Take a stand up, my brother. My business partner, one of the brightest marketing guys I've ever met in my life. 32 years old, a new baby, a father. And just stand up guy, I gotta tell you, he's the best partner. We have amazing people in our company. When I first met Kyle and Nick, You know, as a CEO, everybody wants to talk to you, but I don't like to talk to those guys because they're CEOs of the company. I want them to know our company. I want them to meet other people in our company so you can get to know the heart and soul of our business. We're all about giving back and being smart and listening to people. You have to be a great listener to be a great leader, I think. Yep. So then we started going down the road. We brought Dave Mata in. We started bringing other people in. Brought my old financial guy in. Bo White, who's sitting here, is my business partner, my friend for 12, 13 years. Young guy's got his own business. I asked him, I said, hey, what do you think about this business? Ran it down. He was just like out of his mind about how great this thing is going to be. So you're always testing waters, talking to people. So then we started bringing the management team on, and then it's building a company is a really interesting business model by itself. Trying to find all the partners that you can have that you bring into the company that work together. And you still need a diversity of background, skill, mindset, and you don't want to crush that. So you want people to get to know people before they ever come to the company. So we needed a tech guy. So I told my son and David, I said, you got to find the best tech guy out there. So when Taha says he filed an application, it was much more complicated than that. The reason he drove for 2.5 months, not only was to learn about the business, it took him 2.5 months to get the job because he had to interview with everybody. So I never told him that day one when we first started talking. And then I like to do meetings kind of easy. I'm a pretty casual guy. So we met at Whole Foods. We spent 2.5 hours together, a lot of phone calls, a lot of people that he had to interview with, Dave Mata, my son, other people in the company. We didn't just let somebody come in the door without knowing him. And it got down, so there's 300 people, applications that I reviewed. Now, I didn't review them all. I reviewed them down to, I didn't review them until we got to about 7. I have to admit that. Don't have a large attention span. So we zeroed in on 7. I interviewed all 7. I was down to 2. It was Taha and another guy. And the other guy was great. He was a little bit older, really, really smart, lots and lots of experience. And man, you know, and everybody thought I was leaning towards that guy. And I interviewed him, and I kept talking to him, I kept talking to him, and I kept saying, where's the new blood? And where's the business going? All those kinds of things. And the critical aspect was, where's that attitude to get in your business? Everybody in here needs to understand attitude is everything in business, in life in general. You understand that? Yeah. So I've been asked, when I want to do text messaging or whatever, I've been asked, you know, I have this person I'm trying to convince to join the company. And I'll say, don't convince anybody. Move on. Don't waste your time with negative people. Because all they'll do, they're time wasters. You only have so many years on this planet. Every second, every minute, every week, every month, every year, every decade counts. So spend it wisely because you never get that second back. So you have to understand that. So anyway, I get down to the 2 guys, get Taha and this other guy. And I was with David, my son, and I said, hey, I like that Taha guy. Let's go get him. So we got him. I got to tell you, I've been doing this for over 40 years. Probably one of the best decisions of a personnel decision I ever made in my business career, 40 years, and that's the guy. That's how it is. So that's kind of our story, how we got started and how we got here. I lit the match the day I was in the shower. You guys have worked on this thing, and we're going to light this thing on fire. It's about you people making our business, and it's ours, great. And you have to understand how to build a business. And with the attitude that we're talking about, you cannot go poke that bear in the eye and think they're going to sit down for it. They're not going to play with us right now, but at some point they're going to have to. Okay? So don't piss, the bear off, meaning the big guys like we were live. We'll just take our time, grow our business, but we're going to do it better. And pretty soon we're going to crawl. That's what we're doing now. We're going to walk. And then we're going to run. And when we run, we're going to start opening a market a week around the United States. That is how I've been competing with you guys all my business career. When I started my first company, Home Club, we built that from 0 to $1 billion of revenues in 3 years. From scratch. I was the first employee. 3 years later, we had 38 stores doing $1 billion of revenues, and people couldn't believe it. write articles. Hey, they're going to go out of business next week. Yeah, guess what? I don't care what they write. I don't spend my time looking at that. I started a company called shopping.com. Same thing. What's that guy know about the internet? What is the internet? What's email? I used to go around trying to raise money. People go, well, what's the internet? You know, I try to explain to them, but it's like way beyond, you know, for anybody. Even me to really understand it. It's kind of like Stormy just showed a chart up here, which was pretty interesting, and so did Taha, of companies in the past. But not so far back, you guys can relate to, everybody here can relate to this, because not a lot of people know Barnes & Noble or, you know, all these different old companies. But everybody clearly knows Yahoo. You guys know who Yahoo is? Who was the #1 search engine in 1969? Yahoo. Where are they today? They're not even on the map anymore. Basically, it's Google. Google started in 2000 in the garage, 99 in the garage. They're the #1. They get 90+% of the searches in the world today. And why do they do that? Because they focus on one thing: delivering information to you. Very narrow. They haven't changed the look and feel of their company since the day they started it, because they've only focused on their business. They don't give a crap about anybody else's business, and they just do it better than anybody else. And that's what we want to do. We want to give ride share, and we have a vision of where this company can go, which is a little bit different than what everybody else is thinking, and maybe some of the people thinking where we're going to go. They have no idea. We're not telling a lot of people, but it's going to be pretty amazing in the direction we're going to take this company. That's one of the questions I asked Taha, and that's one of the reasons I grabbed him, because he got it right away. So, can you give me the next slide, guys? Which one is that? Oh, driver appreciation night. Excuse me. Well, that's why we're all here. You know, the drivers, as we recognize, are the backbone of this company, but they're more than just in our business, which is really, really important that you understand this. When I was researching the background of industry and looking at all these different companies, when I saw what was happening, they weren't making the right amount of money, one. Two, they really weren't building any equity or wealth. When you want to build something for your family in the future, it's very difficult to do when you're trying to pay your bills daily, weekly, taking care of school, taking kids to school, paying, you know, extra things that you want. You just don't have the extra cash to do that. So you have to think about all those things as a leader of a company. What do you want your company to look like when it grows up, right? It's really important, because if we know we're going to start here, but we want to end up over here, you have to start where you want to be when you grow up and work backwards to get there. You don't start over here and have no vision of where you want to be. So, and that vision might change. It might just get bigger. So you have to know that. So one of the things I said, you guys want to throw the next chart? One of the things I said is, how do we put a driver in a better place financially at the end of 3 or 4 or 5 years? How can that person earn a piece of the rock? And it's very critical that to happen. Oh, there we are. So one of the things we did, which anybody that's been around the business world knows, to give up a significant portion of your company, people think you're nuts. I happen to think it's smart business. How much smart business it is? It's worth 15% of whatever we build. This is set aside as of this day. The day we actually set the company up, I set this up. So you, the driver, everybody in this audience out here, there's a way for you to earn 15% of this company. Now think about this. And you've seen these crazy numbers that, you know, these companies are getting valuations, so this gets a little more technical. But let's just say this company was worth $5 billion and we're in every city in America, and the company's worth $5 billion. The drivers of this company will own 15% of that $5 billion. How much is that? $750 million. That you guys own. You're a stakeholder of this company. You don't have to write us a check. You don't have to do anything. You earn reward points based on 5 simple tasks that you have to do every day, which is pick up a driver, be courteous, have a clean car, all those kinds of things. We award you stock options. And those stock options vest over a period of time. It's all in the back office for you guys to read. It's a full-blown stock option plan. It's incentives, stock option. But this is what we think about the drivers. from a performance standpoint, so in 5 years from now, you have the rocks, you have a lot more stability in life, and not just working for a paycheck. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Well, let's get excited about this stuff, man. Ride tomorrow. I don't know if we're included in what Todd is doing, but I have two amigos here. One is Oscar. Oscar can stand up. Right? And Juan Morales. Where's Juan? My two amigos. So I'm going to drive them tomorrow. So I'm going to pick them up at the curb, and we're just going to take a trip around the block, or two. Maybe we'll go get a beer. How's that? So this is really important to me. I want everybody's focus. I don't want to tell anybody what they have to do. Never would, never do. If you really saw the little video that Mata put together, Dave put together, it talks about believing in yourself, basically. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything you want. Throw the can't word out of your vocabulary. Just believe in yourself. This is all about believing in yourself. You drive for 100 rideshare companies. That's your prerogative. But I guarantee you, you give us a year, you won't be seeing 2 stickers on your car. You'll be ripping that other one off. Yeah. Because that's how you build a brand. You build a brand with the people that are going to get you there. You don't build a brand by slaughtering a bunch of nonsense. You build it with the people that get you there, and you are the people. The drivers are the people in this business. If we take care of you, the business will take care of you, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to take care of that customer that gets in your car. That customer that gets in your car is the most important asset you have, right? And you guys are the most important asset we have. I'll talk about, what is the most important thing in your company? I always tell people, it's never the capital, never the technology, it's really about the people. The people in your company are the most important asset in your business, and you guys are our most important asset. So that's why we're going to give up 50% in the company. I don't know, do you know any guys that do that? Yeah, there's a few, but not many. Next slide. We have a veterans program. So I like giving a hand up to veterans. Taha mentioned the program, which Taha was working with old paperwork when he wrote his. We had a meeting this morning. So the new program for veterans is pretty simple. We waive the sign-up fee. So there's no sign-up fee at all. You just come in. You have to provide us with a DD-214. You guys know what that is. So we have to verify that you're a veteran. Everybody's going to try to slick us, but you never know, right? And then you're going to drive for free for 3 months. You don't pay us anything for 3 months. And then your monthly, we're going to knock off 10% of your monthly, whatever your subscription is monthly, forever. So you get a little rebate there. We want to give back to the veterans. We want to help them. Give them a hand up. Yeah. Can you check lives for that? Next slide. Core values. A lot of us just was talking about this now. Core values are about how you treat people, how do you want to be treated, how you view your world. Okay, it's really important that you respect each other in life in general. It's really important you respect other people that you just deal with. And that's not to say you're not going to get upset or mad sometimes or whatever, but by and large, if you do an act of kindness every day, and treat people with respect, you're going to get respect back. People are going to respect you for who you are, okay? And that's important. So we're all about respecting the drivers. We're all about respecting our people in our business. We let them. Taha challenges me. David challenges me all the time. I welcome it. And I'll argue back to get my point of view. Most of the time I don't know how I'm talking about it. When I talk to Taha, he goes, "Oh, did you think about this?" I go, "No, I really didn't." So those are the things that are important. And they're pretty simple fundamentals. Just take care of your people that you deal with every day. Be respectful. So, next chart. Yeah, now this is important for you guys to understand. Taha hit on it. It's market rollout. Look, we're going to get some monster people, right? If you take every deal I've done in 40 years, wrap them all up in a basket, put a bow on it, this deal we're doing right now, you tails all of them together. It's not even close, okay? It's So we made a couple of mistakes. You guys know this. The ones that have been around since the very beginning, our tech didn't work right. We had a lot of issues. Hence, we went after Taha. So we have to make sure we get this right. We don't have the opportunity to step on our toes and screw it up. So we're going to do a slow rollout for about 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to be selective about free rides. We're going to be selective about bringing drivers on board. You know, all of you going through the process to become a driver. But don't think we're going to turn the switch on tomorrow morning. We're going to have 1,000 or 2,000 cars on the road. And you're going to be seeing passengers. We're not doing that. We want to be an impact player in this space. And to do that, you can't make mistakes. It's going to take a slow rollout, 3 or 4 weeks in this market. We're going to get it right. We found out so many things we did wrong when we started 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Taha immediately got on a plane down here, put some feet on the ground, got people mobilized overnight. I want to thank Norma Marie and her husband, Samir. Where are you guys? Oh, right there. They were just unbelievable. We have so many people that love this company already. It's amazing. I mean, I can't even tell you how it gets me in the heart, you know. But this is important stuff. We're going to do a slow rollout, then we're going to go to Orlando. We'll get Orlando moving. We're going to take what we learned here as an experiment. We're going to put it in play and see if we can't speed that process up, right? When we speed that process up, we know that's right. Then we're going to our friends in New Orleans. Look at them all over here. Good guys. We just got a deal in New Orleans. We have a Go store in New Orleans and a great group down there. And we're going to go to New Orleans, and we're going to jump back probably to Atlanta and then start the rollout. And if we get it really, really good, you know, by November, December, we'll start rolling out multiple markets. Okay? So don't expect more than that. But I'm going to tell you one thing about what we do here. We learn from our mistakes. We're not afraid to roll the dice and get it going. So once we know what we're doing, as opposed to screwing up stuff, we're going to take a really aggressive stand and get after this. I really want to be in about 60 or 70 markets next year by the end of 2020. We have internal plans to have well over 200,000 drivers by the end of 2020. Okay? If we do it right, we can have way more now. We can have 300,000 drivers. Opening markets, when you get it down, it's not difficult. It's just replicating yourself and have procedures, processes, technology in play. And that's how you win in. You can go beat up on the big boys if you're smart, and guess what? There's not much they can do to you, because all they got is cash. They don't have brains. That's the way you make the mistakes today, right? The other thing not to do, by the way, we're talking about, I'm going to flip back to core values for a second, because I was just thinking about something. Don't go around bad-mouthing your competitor. We're talking business here right now, so we're talking about strengths and weaknesses, and we have our own. Don't run around and say Uber's this, they're bad, they're this, or that. It's not cool to do. You know, if it wasn't for Uber, we wouldn't be in this room right now, right? We would not be here. We're just going to take their business model and we're going to improve on it. We're just going to make it a little bit better, and we're just going to keep improving on it with technology throughout, you know, whenever. We'll just keep doing it. We're going to do it really well. So the market rollout, you guys understand, don't look for great things tomorrow morning. All of a sudden you're going to have, you know, 10,000 riders. We're not going to, it's not the way it works. We've got to really figure this game out. But I can tell you, by before the end of the year, we're going to step on the gas really hard. So, did you guys queue up the little ads? Is that what's on the next chart? Is anything on there? The next chart? Oh, these are some ads we produced. Oh.
The new rideshare guide. Rideshare app and earn cash back and share Tryp ride. We are Tryp Rides, the new rideshare guide. Share Tryp Ride rideshare app and earn cash back every time that a person takes a ride, forever. You can share with one person or thousands of people and earn 40 cents every time a referral takes a ride. Low fares, no surge pricing. Period. Tryp Rides.
We got 2 more to go, guys.
We are Tryp Rides, the new rideshare guide. FYI, the coolest, the hippest, the funnest, the bomb. Safety first. Low fares, no surge pricing. Period. Tryp Rides. Giddy up.
I got the horses in the back. Horse like this.
This last little ad we're going to do, before we roll it, wait a second. The last little ad, we were actually with Kyle, and I think Kyle gave us, I told him what we want to do with this little ad, and he said, I think you were the one who told us to use the AOL, right? Was that you, Kyle? Or somebody in your office did? So all these ads, these two ads you guys see, actually we did in-house. David and Corey put all of it together. I actually wrote the copy for all three ads. So, and I dig doing that stuff. It's kind of fun for me. This ad was kind of an inspiration, actually, talking to Kyle in his office. And I said, well, what are you about to do that or this? And so we put it together. It came out kind of cool. I get things kind of cool, but you guys can judge.
The other rideshare guy. The new rideshare guy, Tryp. No fares, no surcharge. Download the app.
This kind of stuff you guys are going to see as you start rolling out with Kyle's group, all the stuff we're doing. It's all about you guys. It's all about taking market share. We just have to be really smart in how we're going to do it. And believe me, I believe 100% over time we will be the guy in this space. So with that, we're going to do a drawing right now for a car. This is a good part of my job. I get to give away stuff. So this is for the car. Oh yeah, it's a hybrid Toyota. What is it? Yeah? Hybrid? We're not giving away that fan? No, I know. I'm just screwing around. No, I thought we were going to give away a Rolls Royce, but I guess not. Okay, we're going to give away a car. What is included in this is insurance, car for 3 years. We take care of the whole thing for you guys. You don't have to worry about maintenance on it or any of that stuff. Whoever wins this is going to give me a ride. Is there a number? Okay. Hold on, guys. No, I got it. I'm trying to read it. Hold on. 0268380. Who is it? Come on, come on.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let me check it out. Oh no, I'm sorry.
My name is Robert Cousins. What else do I gotta say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, I'm from Miami. I'm right from here.
Terrific.
Yeah. I'm here with my friend Jonathan Perkins and his
So
wife.
you brought a guest?
No, they brought me out.
Oh, you're the
No,
guest.
they got me into Tryp.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I'm a driver influencer. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Hey, listen, I appreciate you.
Siéntense.
Just a couple more quick things and we're going to wrap it up. I want to have all the staff here, all the people from the company, come up on stage so you can see who they are. David, I want you to come up, please. Corey. We actually do have a lot of people in our company.
And spouses, come on up, come on up, come on, all you guys.
Come on,
all you
directors. Bo, come on, buddy.
Everybody, come on up. Everybody from the company, please come on up.
So the guy that's holding this camera is Corey Lang. He's been with me since he was about 20. He's now 35. So we keep good guys around. He's the talent behind all of this creative stuff. That's how good he is. I also like having people that are around me for a long time. It gives me a lot of comfort. Bo White, Nick. What's going on, man? Eric.
I know there's more of us here. I know there's more of us here. Keep coming up. Come on, y'all.
The man, my brother. Thank you. She can talk Spanish to you guys for me. You know, my vocabulary in Spanish. Vincent, get up here. Get up here, man. You think you're gonna hide? Yeah, where's Vincent? I put Vincent on the road 4 months ago. He hardly ever shows up anywhere because he's been on how many miles have you run in the last 4 or 5 months? Yeah, these guys have been in 100 airports around the United States in 36 states in the last 2 months. So you have people that are so dedicated to this company that they get up every day and they go to airports. We want the airports to, unlike, which is the drivers, these guys have been on the road. Vincent's been on the road. Everybody here that's in the company has gone through a laborious process to get here with us too. So it's not been easy for them all. And so this is the core group that's out on the road. We have a whole staff of people back in the offices. We're just going to get better at this for you guys, right? So thank them. You guys thank the people back there. So what's next? Oh, Elon, where's he? He's going to run the Go Center? Where's Elo.
Sorry.
There he is.
Come on up, man.
Hey, if I can get some red cheeks out of you, brother, I'd be happy. So he's gonna do our first Go Center here in Miami. We went over to display. How many cars do you have on display? He's got 56 cars on display in his yard. It's a little play box he's got over here. It's a toy store for trippers. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody here from the bottom of my heart. You guys are just phenomenal. I'm just having probably the best time of my business career. It's a lot easier. When you got smart people around you, it makes your life a lot easier. So with that, I guess we're pretty well to wrap up. I want to leave you guys with one song. It's my favorite song in the world. And it's really important that you understand this song. Louis Armstrong sang the song. So can you wrap that up, play it? It's a wonderful world. There you go. Don't cry.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom in you, and I think to myself, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark